Service Merchandise was founded in 1934 by Harry and Mary Zimmerman. Initially, the first store in Pulaski, Tennessee, was a five-and-dime store. During World War II, Mary ran the business while Harry went off to the South Pacific with the Navy. When he returned, Harry shifted the focus to wholesale instead, which would sell goods directly to other five-and-dimers. As a result, he founded Service Wholesale Company. The Zimmermans discovered even more success when Harry heard about the concept of a catalog showroom. In 1960, the Zimmermans left wholesale and opened up their own catalog showroom. They called it Service Merchandise, and the first location was opened in Nashville, Tennessee. Service Merchandise had a range of products such as fine jewelry, watches, sporting goods, electronics, housewares, toys, and even some clothing. Stores were set up where customers could pick and choose the items they wanted. Store associates retrieved the purchased items from the warehouse at the back of the store for shoppers to take home that same day. The jewelry department, which was featured in the center of every showroom, operated on a first-come, first-served basis, in which each customer would be individually served by a jewelry clerk. While jewelry accounted for only 3% of the total square footage, it represented 25% of the sales. For non-jewelry orders, customers would enter the showroom and be given a tablet, which included an order form to record the catalog numbers of desired items. Items were displayed in working order in the showroom, allowing customers to test products as they shopped. Service Merchandise catalogs were also placed throughout the store to allow customers to shop for items that were not on display. When customers were ready to place their orders, they would take the tablet to a clerk who would act as a cashier and submit the order to the store's stockroom. This process was changed in the 1980s to allow customers to place their own orders with a self-service computer terminal named Silent Sam. The customer would then move to the merchandise pickup area, where the order would emerge from the stockroom on a conveyor belt. In addition to jewelry and catalog showroom display items, Service Merchandise also had several self-service items, which were located on shelves and taken to the checkout to be paid for, as in a traditional retail store. These items included many of those in the toy department, as well as smaller, low-priced items such as batteries, film, and video cassettes. Throughout the 1970s, Service Merchandise went through a period of rapid growth and expansion. Service Merchandise was at this time considered the nation's top catalog showroom retailer. At its peak, the company was in 37 states and achieved more than $4 billion in annual sales. As the company expanded, it began to open showrooms nationwide, mostly in the vicinity of major shopping malls. They also supplied prize merchandise to television shows like Wheel of Fortune and The Price is Right. In the early 1980s, the Service Merchandise headquarters was moved from Nashville to nearby Brentwood, Tennessee, becoming one of the first businesses to plant itself in the area that is now known as Cool Springs. Harry and Mary Zimmerman both passed away in 1986, and that was possibly the beginning of the end, even though the running of the stores had moved over to their son Raymond many years before. The retail world was beginning to change, and many catalog services had already left the business. The company survived the 1980s, but then stores like Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Best Buy started to chip away at their market. The company responded by discontinuing unprofitable product lines such as electronics, toys, and sporting goods. The tablets were also replaced with barcoded pull tags placed near each item in the showroom. These were taken to the cashier instead of the tablet in order to purchase the item, which would still be retrieved from the stockroom. By the late 1990s, many of the showrooms had been converted for a more traditional approach to shopping. By 2000, all of the remaining showrooms had been downsized, and the catalog-style shopping approach was officially abandoned. Service Merchandise eventually filed for bankruptcy and was liquidated in 2002 because they could not compete with big box stores. What are some of your fond memories of shopping either in the Service Merchandise store or with their famous catalogs?